award that I would like to present is to a person for the outstanding athlete, who is the outstanding athlete. And this award goes to Doris Brown. And Doris, a little bit about her background is that she has competed in the Delaware Senior Olympic events for more than 10 years. She competes in a variety of sports, including basketball, shooting, horseshoes, volleyball, bowling, shuffleboard, and field and track. She has won 50 medals, including 37 gold, 8 silver, and 5 bronze. In track and field, she holds a record in shot put with a toss of 22.3, and also throws the javelin and distance. Doris has competed in both softball and volleyball on the national level and has traveled to tournaments throughout the United States. She won a gold medal in softball at a tournament in Tennessee in 2009 and was named the tournament's best offensive player. Doris had the highest batting average for her team in 2010 and at a tournament in Pittsburgh in 2009. In 2011, her team finished with 2 firsts, a second, and a third in 5 tournaments nationally, and at a tournament in South Carolina, she was recognized as Best Defensive Player. Her teams won 2 silver medals at the Huntsman World Senior Games in 2011 and in 2012. She also won a gold medal in volleyball at the National Senior Games in Houston in 2011. Delaware Women's Alliance for Sports and Fitness awarded Doris with its Senior Sportswoman's Award in 2010 for exhibiting the very best in women's sports as an outstanding and versatile athlete. Doris Brown has been named the 2012 Outstanding Athlete of the Year. This particular set of rules is not here today, so I'm a little bit out of sorts at doing these 2 back-to-back. The next award is called the Charlie Martin Memorial Award, and it is an award for a person who has been determined and has had outstanding spirit through difficult times. So this is the person who is going to receive this award is Mr. Charlie Ganter. And a little bit about Charlie is flying around the basketball court with quick feet, lightning fast hands, and an intensity unmatched by his teammates or opponents. Charlie was on a mission to win and was rarely stopped. Then there were differences in Charlie noticed by his teammates and himself. Shortly after that, Charlie was diagnosed with Parkinson's. As the years went on, Charlie diminished a bit, but never his passion and love for the game. In 2007, Charlie asked if he could help with DSO basketball tournament, and Gino, who was the coordinator, gladly complied, appointing him as the basketball coordinator. Charlie has built the tournament to one that is widely recognized as the next best to the National Senior Games. Although Charlie still enjoys a good shoot around and promised me that he would win the DSO basketball shooting competition this year, he is now focusing more on his work with the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's. For his determined spirit and courage in overcoming personal challenges, and for being an inspiration to others DSO Awards Charlie Ganter with the 2012 Charlie Martin Memorial Award. Assisting me in presenting the award is Mr. Martin's daughter, Tia.
Excuse me, I didn't write that description. Since I have a prerogative to say a few words, I'd like to acknowledge 3 people. Excuse me. I'd like to acknowledge 3 people who were instrumental in helping me get this award. Dee Carroll, Dee, stand up please. Dee Carroll, whose persistence and patience, more patience than persistence at times, in helping me recruit and register teams for our basketball tournaments. Couldn't have done it without her. That's Dee. The second person is, let's see right here, is my son Ted. Yes, you have to stand up. When I started running the tournaments for Delaware Senior Olympics, we attracted more teams than we anticipated often. Ted was a volunteer. He wasn't conscripted, he was a volunteer. And Ted would be there from the time we opened the doors in the morning to the time we closed the doors. I had people, at the tournament, we had a tournament on the 27th, and I had more people come up to me at the tournament and say, "Where's your son? How's your son?" That was the question I was most frequently asked. And at the tournaments that Ted worked, he kept time, scored tournaments, single-handedly, I don't know how to phrase that, but Ted took the referees to task more than once for not understanding the senior rules of the game. And while Ted was popular with the players, he was less so popular with the refs. So consequently, that's why a lot of people have asked about it. But I want to thank Ted, Dee and Ted, so forth. The third person, the description is correct. I love to play basketball. I still do when I can, a couple times a week. And I've found that basketball, for me, has helped stave off the effects of Parkinson's. We live in North Wilmington. There's a group that plays at the PAL Center in Hocassin a couple times a week in the mornings. But it's 10 miles distant from our house in North Wilmington. And because I can't drive anymore because of the Parkinson's, about 2 years ago, one of the guys, stand up, Bob. Stand up. Don't make me move. One of the guys who plays there in the mornings tapped me on the shoulder and said, "If you ever need a ride, let me know." So for the past 2 years, Bob has made that. Excuse me. Bob has made that 20-mile round trip to get me to basketball and back. And Bob has truly been a lifesaver. wanted to give my thanks to those 3 people. I wouldn't be receiving this honor today. It is an honor, and I thank you.
Last but not least is an award that is truly deserved and has been for a long time. And I'm sure that the recipient, I know that the recipient is or was reluctant to even accept this award. We had to kind of twist his arm to get him to acknowledge that he was such a valuable person to us. This award is the Outstanding Volunteer Award. And there are many volunteers in Delaware Senior Olympics who are really very committed, but this person is committed every day, 5 days a week plus. The award is going to Bob Carroll, who happens to be Dee's husband. And this is our description of Bob. He began his senior Olympic experience as an athlete in Kansas, and he wanted to continue his participation when he moved to Delaware in 2001. He participates in the race walk, recreational walk, and cycling each year. He has become an important link in the success of Delaware Senior Olympics, and as an active volunteer while continuing to train and compete. He has helped the cycling coordinator by sweeping the race course and putting up signs before race day. When DSO hired Dee as our office manager in 2009, little did we know that we were getting 2 for the package deal. 2 for 1. He has filled in admirably for Dee when she is called away from the office by manning the phones and the office to keep everything running smoothly. In addition, he has helped with the setup and the running of every social event. He helps to get the quarterly newsletter out, runs errands to the post office, etc. Helps with preparation for shirt distribution, which, by the way, is a real fiasco. Moves furniture and boxes, builds the coordinator box prior to the annual game, puts in numerous hours during DSO's Dover Down fundraiser, and even has helped to clean the office. Bob is truly a second pair of hands for Dee. For his extraordinary service in so many important areas, DSO recognizes Bob Carroll with his Outstanding Volunteer Award. That wraps up the awards that we're presenting today, and I hope you have enjoyed yourselves, and there's more to come, so sit tight and enjoy.